Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past video is the 7th part of the complete walkthrough. There's a lot of extra optional stuff that we can get before tackling the next dungeon called Swamp Palace. Exit the area outside the dungeon, backtrack to the bottom of the area and head down one screen. Head left 2 screens and head down the bridge and hammer the poles out of the way and then down one screen. There is a shop to the left, always handy to top up on supplies after a dungeon. Then jump in the water on the right and head to the shallow circle, and there is an enemy flying around called a Zero, and they are weak but deadly and will constantly drop bombs. Use the mirror when you are in the shallow circle to be brought to Light World, and you can get a piece of heart and then return back to Dark World. While you are here, you can go to the cave at the top right of this area and throw some rupees to get some upgrades to bombs and arrows. Use as much rupees as you can, we are going to get tons. To the right is some fairies you can capture if you need it. Exit the cave and swim to the top left area and head left one screen. Head down one screen and immediately head left, and you can hammer the post and lift up the green rock to uncover a portal that takes you back to Dark World. Exit to the right by hitting the poles down. There is a new enemy around, an orange plant-like creature called a picket. Be very careful of these. They have extremely long tongues and can steal items from you, including your upgraded shield, and if it eats another item, the shield will be gone. And you can get it back, but it requires more backtracking. Head right and bomb the wall in the corner, and talk to the Piku to get 300 rupees. Bomb the wall straight ahead for more chests with rupees. Head up one screen and left one screen. Head down one screen and left one screen. Go to the bottom left corner and you will see a circle of flowers, and use the mirror to get to Light World and enter the cave to get a heart piece. Head back to Dark World, head up and you'll see some flowers forming an arrow downwards. Destroy the flowers to head up a screen. Speak to the creature sitting on the tree trunk. Talk to him to get the shovel. Head a few steps away from him and use the mirror to get to Light World. And head to the top left corner and dig around to get the flute. And then return to Dark World, speak to the creature again and play the flute. Head to Light World and head to Kokiro Village that's on the left hand side. In the village, head to the middle section, and to the right you'll see a weather vane. Stand on the S and play the flute, and you will now be able to use the flute to warp to certain points in the map. Head to the nearby exit on the right. Head up to the house and mallet the pole on the right, and jump down the hole. Head up, and on the hand statue, use your magic powder. A bat creature will come out and put a curse on you. But what this does is half your cost of spells, so you can now use more magic. Exit the cave and go back to the village, and then go to the top right and exit. Head up to go into the forest, then take the next right and down one screen. Hit the poles with the mallet and pick up the small green stone to go into Dark World. You will see an undead version of the cuckoos. If you hit these 100 times, you will get attacked by a squad of them. And there is enemies that are disguised as skulls that will attack you if you go close to them. These are random, so be wary of skulls. And the third enemy floating around are ghosts called Hayus. They just float around and don't attack you on purpose. Head left and down one screen to get to the Dark Worlds version of the village. Head down and enter the first house on the left, and you can play a mini game and you can win a heart piece. You pay 30 rupees and get to choose 2 chests and hope one will be the heart piece. It's completely random, and even using the Switch Online save function, the chest will randomize every time you reload. Head down, and in the village you'll get attacked by Pikus. They will ram into you and steal your rupees, and you can't damage them, so avoid and ignore them. Head to the bottom right, and to the left of the ruined house is a small house. Bomb the wall and enter to get a chest full of rupees. Head to the right hand side of the village, and in the middle area is a house with lots of flowers outside. Enter to get a chest full of rupees. Head up on the right exit and then right 3 screens. Head to the top section up some stairs and use the mirror to get into Light World. Go into the cave, bomb the back wall and get a heart piece, then return to Dark World. Head down the ladder and go immediately right and then run into the collection of green rocks to break it. Go to the bottom right corner of the square fence and use the mirror to get to Light World. Push the gravestone and enter and get the key item, the magic cape. This item, when worn, will make Link invisible and you can get past enemies and traps. It uses your magic meter when active. Go back to Dark World, head left 2 screens and up 1 screen. Head up one screen and use the mirror to get to Light World, and you will see a tree that is a lighter colour than the rest. Run into it and enter and go right for a heart piece. Use your magic flute to go to Link's house, which is number 4 on the map. Head down and left to the dark portal that you have taken earlier. This is just a shorter way to get round. Head down, left, mash the pillars and lift up the green stone for a portal to Dark World. Head to the left side of the area, lift the big green rock, head left one screen and up one screen on the top left side. Follow the path and head all the way left and talk to the villager for a minigame. Very similar to the chest minigame, you have 30 seconds to dig as many holes in the garden area and you can get a variety of items including a heart piece. It's random and you can't save and reload as the position changes every time you do. So save before the game begins or do it legit by keep paying to do the game again. Use the mirror to get to Light World and the flute and travel to the mountain location Number 1. Head into the cave with the old man who can heal you, and then go to the back, follow the cave, and then exit at the bottom right at the next cave area. We are going to use the dark portal we used before. Go up the ladder on the left and go to the right to enter the dark portal. Head down and jump the gap and enter the door. Select the hammer to bash the objects down, then use the magic cape and quickly navigate over the spikes and lift up the big stone blocking your way to reach an optional item, the Cane of Burner, which when cast it protects you from enemy attacks and uses the magic meter. It will now be easier to exit the game and reload your save in-game, and it will take you to the starting position of Dark World. Use the magic mirror to get to Light World and the Ocarina and go to number 4 Link's house. There is a few hearts in Link's house which will regenerate to top up to get your health full. Head down and left, hammer the post down and access a portal to Dark World under the object that you can lift up. Exit the area to the right using the hammer again, and then head down and take the next left. Head left, down, and then take the next left. Head up and left, then go in the area surrounded by posts and go to the bottom left side and use the mirror to get to the light world. Then head left and use the Book of Medora and you'll get the Bombos medallion. This is an optional medallion and when used, it sends out a ring of fire and explodes. This uses the magic meter. Head right and go back to the warp to Dark World. Head to the next dungeon that's marked number 2 on the map. Then before you enter, go to Light World and enter the dungeon. Push the middle square up and the other 2 left and right and enter the door. Avoid the anti-fairy and pull the very right switch. Exit the dungeon, go through the portal to Dark World, and go back into the Dark World's version of the dungeon. Now you can continue on now that the water has flooded it. Head into the water and to the left hand side there is a new enemy called water tektites that you will find all over the dungeon in the water. They are weak enemies. Avoid the spiked trap. Also in the water is a new enemy that will form from the water and aim to hit you. Then go back in the water and it will keep doing it. It's best to avoid them, but to defeat them permanently, you have to freeze them and then hit them with the hammer. Get the key from the chest and go through the door. Immediately head down and left into the small alcove and set a bomb to blow the crack in the wall. And go through and get the map from the chest. There is red Zolls that will come out of the ground. They appeared in the original game and are easy to defeat with the sword. Exit back to the room on the right. Head down, lots of stuff to avoid. Don't stop moving, you have multiple bubbles aiming for you, water tektites, and a trap firing at you. Get the key from the skull at the bottom and exit through the bottom left door. In this room you have a skeleton, fireball, and 2 electric enemies to avoid or defeat. Head down the stairs, straight through the door, and get the key from the skull. Exit the room and head to the next locked door on the left. Defeat the skeletons, hammer the posts down, and push the switch to the left to flood the area. Exit the room and then head to the far left door. Then quickly head to the far left door. There's enemies that keep coming out of the vents. Another busy room with lots to avoid. Head down the stairs and then in the door straight ahead and get the key from under the skull. Exit back to the big area on the right hand side, then head to the top left corner and through the locked door. Defeat the enemies and then hit the red switch and push the lever to the left to flood the area. Hit the blue switch before you leave through the entrance to the right, and then head back to the area at the bottom left. Head all the way to the left entrance and then quickly avoid all enemies and obstacles. Go down into the water, push the bottom left brick left, and then the brick up above one space to continue left and go through the door. Defeat the enemies before you push the brick out of the way, then make a run for it to the top right corner, move the brick and fall down the hole, then head through the right hand door and get the big key from the chest. Head back through the door and jump in the water, and then head right and go through the door, and then head right again for another screen. Head in the middle of the room and open the big chest for the hook shot, an item that will turn up frequently in future Zelda games. You use this to get over large gaps and can be used as a weapon. Use the hook shot to grab the skull pot to the right and you will be pulled over, and lift up the skull pot at the end for a small key. Head back to the big chest and use the hook shot to get to the top section and go through the door. Head to the left area. The top skull pot has a switch underneath, and push the statue on the switch to open several doors, and head to the right area and exit through the first door. Head through the door at the top. Press the switch to the left to drain the water. Head down the stairs and enter the left door. Go up through the door, head right. The third brick, if you move it to the right, will reveal a chest with a red rupee. Then enter through the second last waterfall to the right. Go through the top door and follow the linear path until you get to a large room with a large water area. This is a tough section. Dive in the water, you won't be able to attack and you'll get attacked by enemies. Quickly swim to the right to a key under a skull, and then swim to the left and go up the steps that lead to a crack in the wall. You can bomb for some extra loot, and then head all the way left and go through the door. The boss in this dungeon is covered in smaller creatures, so you will need to get your hook shot ready, and you have to pull each one off and defeat them with your sword. Always keep your distance, as it will send the smaller creatures to attack a small distance from the boss. Once the creatures have been defeated, it's time to defeat the boss. It will jump in the air and try to land on Link, and then it will swim around, and this is when it's vulnerable, and hit it in the eye with your sword. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.